You know, I've been waiting for a story like this. Last night, LeBron James got into a sideline dispute, a fracas, an imbroglio with an Atlanta housewife who appears like she should be on The Real Housewives of the ATL. I don't know about you guys, but my wife loves The Real Housewives story. She watches them obsessively. Her two favorites are Beverly Hills and Orange County, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. She can correct me at some point if I'm wrong. This show is always on in my house when I am walking through. My wife doesn't miss a single one of these. She watches the Watch What Happens live show afterwards. If I ever got to go on one of these shows, it would be more impressive to her, I think, than taking her to the White House to meet the President of the United States. If she could meet Andy Cohen and I could go on the Bravo Real Housewives discussion show, I could probably talk about him in a decent way. But that's what struck me from last night's battle. LeBron got into it with an old dude who has a young wife. The young wife then stood up and threatened to kick LeBron James's ass. Now, I don't know about her height and weight, but she says she's 25 years old. I'm guessing she doesn't weigh more than 115 or 120 pounds. And I'm guessing she's probably not much taller than 5'6" or 5'7". I don't like her odds against LeBron James, who weighs about 250 pounds at least, supreme athlete at the peak of his physical condition. I like LeBron in the UFC battle between him and the Real Housewife of Atlanta. But I'm glad that stories like these are back. This is a couple different things that stood out. First of all, props to the ATL for having courtside seats. Everybody else in the NBA is not allowing courtside seats. Like, you can't even sit within the first 6 rows of most places in like football stadiums, for instance. The ATL is like, screw it, we're selling the courtside seats. You can be right on top of the action. And on top of that action was a major battle going on. If you haven't read about this, Joe Kinsey at OutKick has been covering this like crazy. Monstrous amount of people right now on OutKick reading about LeBron versus the Real Housewife of Atlanta. I think you guys would enjoy. And if you haven't checked it out already, you can go check out OutKick.com. By the way, thanks for making January the greatest month in the history of OutKick.